Hello and welcome to our Irish life. So in today's video, my lovely grandmother is going to be talking me through how to make Irish soda bread. We have done this together before, it is just that it has been a while, so I thought while we're doing it again, we may as well bring you guys along with us so that you can maybe learn too. This is a recipe that has been passed down through the generations, so obviously my grandmother knows it now, she's telling it to me, but her mother and grandmother would have used it before her as well. So as I'm sure you know, these family recipes that are passed down don't always come with exact measurements, they are measured with love. So we are going to do our best to try and measure things in cups first and then also weigh them for you so that if you would like to recreate the recipe, then you can do that a bit more easily. So it may take a little bit of figuring out, but we'll get there in the end. So let's get going and show you how this is done. Okay, so this is my lovely grandmother here, Imelda, who has been kind enough to show us the recipe that has been passed down through generations. So she's going to be chief supervisor, aren't you? And direct me on what exactly to do. So we'll figure this out together and we'll get there.
And it's very simple.
Yeah, well that's the main thing, isn't it? Oh, the oven is beeping at me saying it's ready. So just Gran suggested to start with setting your oven. So we did that at 180 degrees. So that's all preheated and ready to go while we pull this together. It doesn't take too long, does it?
No.
No. Okay, perfect. So let's...
When we did it, it used to take 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, brilliant. So it shouldn't take long at all. Okay, perfect. So what are we starting with then? What do we need?
The flour.
The flour, so half and half. So
half white flour,
yeah,
and half brown wheat meal.
Okay. So we have our flour here, so we have coarse wholemeal flour. So we're going to be doing a recipe with half coarse wholemeal and half plain white flour, as said by Gran. So as I said, we're going to measure in cups and I'll do grams as well, just so that we can try figure out if you would like to recreate this. So half and half. So will I do 2 cups of each or will I do 1 cup?
Oh no, two.
Okay. So we're going with 2 cups of each. So I'll start with the white flour. Do I need to sieve the flour? Or does it matter?
Yeah, no, you sieve them.
Yeah, the white only. I presume you don't sieve the coarse.
No, coarse. It's in here.
Okay, so we've got our first cup of white flour. I'm just going to measure and see. I might just do 1.5 cups because that cup is almost 200 grams.
2 cups.
Yeah, almost.
It'll be a nice size then.
Yeah, okay, hold on. So if I get that to 300, that would have been...
Yeah.
Almost. Okay, so we're going for almost 2 full cups, so 300 grams. We're just trying to keep it the same for both, and we'll go from there. Okay, so do you want to leave that there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And we're just going to sieve our white flour into the bowl then.
Yeah.
Can you manage?
And make sure you get plenty of air into it.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I'll help
It's
you
the
there.
air that rises.
It's the air that helps it to not be so dense, is it?
Yeah,
okay, yeah, perfect. It's heavy, isn't it? Good lord. Okay. So we're holding it up high to get as much air into it as we possibly can. Perfect. Can you finish that off, or do you want to?
The flour now is well ground.
Yeah.
Years ago there used to be loads of lumps in it.
Oh really? It was rough, I suppose. Well, you probably get it straight from the mill and everything there, so. Okay, so we'll go for the same then with the coarse wholemeal flour. So, I'm going to see what this was in cups again and just see if it's similar or not. Oh lord, my bag is broken. Yeah, so 1 cup would be about 200 grams then for this one. I suppose it depends on the size of the cup you use as well.
Yeah, it does.
So can be a little bit confusing. Right, I'm going to get this to 300 grams again. We're not overly familiar with the cup measurements here. Gran said that her mother used to do it by cups, but just to make it easier, I'm just going to measure just to see if the 300 grams of each works. Okay, so we're not going to sieve this one then?
No,
no.
Just put it
Okay,
in.
so straight in with the wholemeal flour then.
And then again you go and you make sure there's plenty of air.
Okay, I'm going to just grab this and come a little bit closer to you then so that we can see exactly what you're doing.
Make sure you get plenty of air.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so she's kind of pulling it up in the air there just to aerate it really well. Okay, got it. Perfect.
Now the next is the bicarbonate of soda.
Okay, so we're going with bicarbonate of soda next. So how much of that do we use? A teaspoon?
No,
more?
A level teaspoon.
A level teaspoon.
Or even half, not quite a full teaspoon.
Okay, so
it's very strong.
I'll if I just do a level one then, a very like that, too much?
Yeah, that's about right.
That's about right. Okay, so this is what we have. So we're just going with a level teaspoon. So you don't need too much. You just shake it so, and then sprinkle it so it's kind of evenly spaced out.
And then we mix it again.
Okay, we're going in with the aerating of the flour again. Yeah. Perfect.
Right.
Right, so buttermilk.
Buttermilk now. Make it a hole in the middle.
Okay, so we're going in with our buttermilk. So we just got this in Aldi. It's quite readily available. I'm not sure about all different countries. So I'm gonna go up close to Gran so that you can see exactly what she's doing.
Pour in there.
Okay, so we've made a little hole in the middle then.
Pour about
and we pour
a good drop of buttermilk in.
Alright, I'm gonna measure just so we know. So if we go with, so it's quite thick for anyone who hasn't used this before. It's a thick consistency, almost like cream, isn't it? So there's 200 mils. So we go with that first. Okay, so in we go. That about enough for the moment?
All in, yeah.
All in.
Yeah.
Okay, so all in with the 200.
And you mix it around.
Yeah.
It's quite messy.
Yeah, okay. That's
yeah. We need about the same amount again.
Yeah. Okay, 200 again. Do you want me to mix? I'll mix
Yeah.
it now.
No, it's all right. That's it.
200, okay.
And it's a loose dough.
A loose dough, okay. Right, so all in again, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go with more, are we?
No.
No? Okay.
It'll get too
wet. Okay. Do you want a hand? Will I mix a bit there?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'll go and mix in there. Okay, so just pulling it all together.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Knead with your like
with your fist, like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so knead with your fist. I'm trying to just get all the dry bits from under and get them in just that. Oh my goodness, it is very sticky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so do you reckon any more flour? Is that about the consistency it needs to
be? A little bit of
be?
flour on it before you put it in the tin.
Okay. Do you go coarse or white?
White.
White. Okay. Okay, so is that an okay consistency now?
That's a good consistency.
Okay, right. I'm just gonna get rid of the stuff off my hands. This is the kind of consistency we're going for. So it is quite a sticky mixture, but you've just combined the 400 mils of buttermilk and made sure that all the flour is combined into it. So don't be surprised if it is sticky. It is just that kind of recipe. So now we need a little bit of flour on the tin, isn't it?
In the tin.
In the tin, yeah. Okay, so a little bit of flour. So we're going to use the white flour to just kind of line the tin. So just kind of sprinkle.
Yeah, sprinkle.
Yeah, okay. That enough?
Up around the edges.
Up around the edges as well. Okay. Okay, so make sure to get the edges as well as what Gran was saying.
Yeah.
Okay, is that enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, perfect. And do I need to put some on the
on
this
on your hands.
On my hands. And a little sprinkle on here.
Under.
Okay, so we'll put a little sprinkle onto the dough and sprinkle our hands as well before handling it.
Turn it around a bit more.
What do you mean? Like kind of
like
that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you just kind of...
Another little bit of flour.
Another little bit of flour. Okay, so we're just kind of gathering the dough together, putting a little bit of flour around the outside. That okay? So now it's not really sticking to our hands as much, which is great with the flour. Okay. That okay? Is that about right?
Put it in.
And putting it in.
And knead it out to the edges.
Okay, so knead it out. So with my fist, kind of. That's the better way to do it.
Sprinkle a little bit of flour on it
where it's kind of coming apart, is it? Okay. Does that look okay?
Yeah, do around the edges.
Around the edges.
Nice, a bit of flour on there.
Yeah, okay. So here.
Not too much.
Not too much, just a little. Like that.
Yeah.
Does that look okay now?
That's it, now.
Okay.
A knife now.
Perfect, to score it. So this is what we have now. So we spread it out to the edges of our tin. And a knife to score. Okay, so what way are we scoring?
Yeah.
Like cross?
Yeah, like a cross.
And a deep score?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're doing a deep score in the shape of a cross.
And then you put a few crosses in.
In the middle?
Yeah, not crosses, just scores.
Kind of like that?
Yeah, a couple in each.
A couple in each?
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of scores in
That's
each kind of quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that enough?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So how long do you reckon? 20 minutes? We're going to pop it in the oven now. We're not sure how long it's going to take, but we'll keep an eye on it and we'll come back and let you know. And maybe we'll do a bit of a taste test or something. See how we got on. So it's nice and simple. Thank you for showing us. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the bread has been in the oven for about 45 minutes and it smells amazing, doesn't it? We've been smelling it for ages and we're starving and ready to taste it. So we're just going to take it out and just make sure that it's cooked. So I have Gran here with me. She's just there as well. So I'm just turning this off, and then what Gran says to do is that if you just take this up and give it a knock underneath, and then it sounds hollow, and that's how you know it was done. So this is what it looks like. It is normally a bit kind of higher, and we were just saying maybe if we just used a bit more flour and buttermilk, then it would have kind of been a little bit higher up. But I'm sure it will taste delicious all the same. So we're going to go give it a taste test and let you know how it turned out. Yay. Okay, so you should really wait a little while before cutting it up and eating it, but we have been smelling it for so long that we really want to give it a try. So Gran's going to go with just butter on hers, and then I might just have one with butter and a little bit of blackcurrant jam. So we'll get that ready and we'll come back and let you know what the verdict is. Well, we have our cups of tea and we have our brown bread. And it's delicious, isn't it? It's really lovely. Really lovely. It is a little bit on the skinnier side, but we were just saying that if we just use more of everything to make a bigger loaf, then you'd get more of the squishy bit in the middle. So we'll probably try and make another one before the weekend because we have visitors down. So I can update the recipe below just to let you know exactly what we did, but it is delicious even just the way it is now. So thanks for showing us. We appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
And we've immortalized it now in video form and everyone can learn from it, which is nice.
It's so easy.
I know, it really, and there's hardly any ingredients. What was that? 3, 4, I suppose, with the bicarb of soda.
Yeah.
But yeah, really simple. Not even, Gran was saying some people add a little bit of sugar or maybe salt to it, but it is nice just plain the way it is. And we were actually talking about scones today, and that's something we haven't made in ages. They're lovely with jam and cream, so we think we'll do another video and maybe learn how to make those next time. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you again soon for more of our Irish life.